Hello and welcome back to Game Start. I'm your host, Bardic Knowledge, and I just tested a quick thing. I cannot just set the pages down next to the book. I ultimately should have left that first page alone, so I could use that as my final example of what would happen when you give them the final page. But anyway, this is the second to last page for Achenar. Let's see how much clearer he is.
My friend. Bring in the blue pages. I see. Convinced the Sirrus is guilty. Pray, do not release him. He will destroy me, just as he did. The innocent bystander. I've been wrongfully tricked into imprisonment. And you have observed his unbridled lust for riches. In the four remaining worlds. Gruesome plot. It was almost perfect. Final blow to father. You tricked him into believing that it was I who was the murderer. I didn't murder father. Bring me the remaining. Please.
So, now there's a murder plot involved. But we will find out about Sirrus' side of the story in just a moment after I'm done running off that way, because, you know, give you guys less dead time if I just pause and see you there. Welcome to Sirrus's Channelwood room, where we have to hunt for the page. Unfortunately, he didn't leave it out like Achenar. Oh, hey! It's the other half. Now, something interesting I noted when I went to print this out is, because I tried to actually make it one piece of paper, and then I was going to print out the whole thing, and then print out each half, so I could just kind of do a trick of, look, here's the two, quick pause, it's one now. They don't actually overlap along the tears properly. Like, if we line up the top line, and then hold the edges straight, I guess it's a little closer than I expected. But then you'll find, like, there's a bit of H here, as well as here. So they just didn't quite mesh properly. But now we can read the whole thing. Marker Switch Vault Access, Island of Mist. The vault is located in very plain view on the Island of Mist, and access can be achieved very easily if the simple instructions are followed. First, locate each of the marker switches on the island. Done. Turn every one of these switches to the on position. Done. Then go to the dock, and as a final step, turn the marker switch there to the off position. So we'll have to do that later. But first... there it is. The second to last red page. Which, in this case, I will show you how we got back from Channelwood. So, back into the elevator. Close the door. It's like the Mechanical Age one was the only one that closed on its own. And then back down the stairs. Which this is just annoying. I wonder if I switch to the point and click version, if I could just skip my way down it. I got through that a lot faster than I thought. Then click that over. And then follow the sounds of the rushing water to a point. We actually want to take the pipeless path with the bridge, or not pipeless, but the bridge we opened up that leads to a pipeless path. Because we can't walk over the same area that the water is flowing through over there. Because that's where that extended pipe went. So there you are. And this, which you can hear the water again, leads back up. And there's the book. And back to the aisle it is. Back to the aisle we go. Now what I find interesting is so far, and I've done a decent job of exploring as you've seen, I have not found which of these is the right one. And it's important to find out because I believe this goes to over 300 combinations? And I don't want to try every single one of them. So I might actually have to look that one up. Alright, Sirrus, it's your turn.
With each page I can see more clearly. Soon, free from this horrible prison, this book. You must visit the one remaining age which you have not. Confident that my brother Achenar is demented. He is guilty. He took advantage of the freedom our father had given us. Achenar began to
So at that point, I think it just devolves into too much static. But we, as he said, only have one age remaining. There we are. And it is the Selenitic Age. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to retrieve one of the pages, or I'm going to save in the Selenitic Age, retrieve one of the pages, bring it back, show you that bad ending. Then I will load the save that I just made, retrieve the other page, and show you that bad ending. Because yes, freeing either brother is a bad end. And as you can see, the Selenitic Age deals with this ship. But, yeah, so then I will go back and show you the good end, so long as I don't have to look up what page I have to do the thing in. So, the only thing I've written down for Channelwood is 724, so I'm just going to put Selenitic Age in the same spot. We need 59 volts. And yes, that makes sense to me. So back into the elevator, which does in fact automatically turn you around when you get into it, which is a decent touch. And we move out. Oh yes, we do actually have to make a note in the Selenitic book as well. I did mention that there was an important thing in that one. So, Selenitic Age is this one? Yes. Because things start to fade. Because of Steam, if I remember right. There, I needed this. So, got 5 notes to do. 2, 3, 4, 5. And while this can be done purely auditory, well, it'll kind of have to be, but... Okay, so that's... So that is low C, and then 2 is middle C. Yes, I know my music, which makes 3 middle D sharp slash E flat. Then 4 is middle F. And 5 is low B flat slash A sharp. There. And yeah, that's all. Oops. That's all we need from the book. So we go on in here. And that always plays every time you enter this area. And now for a math problem. So we've got ourselves 10 buttons. Selenitic Age should have had its own page. So we can do a thing across 2 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So our target number is 59 volts. Button 1 is worth 10. Button 2 is worth 7. 8. 16. 5. 1. 2. 22. 19. And finally, 9. And we are getting close to the end of the episode. I'm actually just going to hit pause and do the maths off screen, restart, put in the 59 volts, and then start things up in the next episode with getting ready to go to the Selenitic Age. So, pausing. Well, that didn't take me nearly as long to figure out as I thought it would. We need 10, 8, nope, that's not 8, that's 8, 22, and 19. And there. Because if you go over, then you trip the breakers, and you have to start the whole business over again. And you have to, like, come out here, climb up the ladder, and flip the breaker down, like, 3 different spots. But, since I got the right voltage, we can open the door. And this is where the puzzle comes in. Oop. And this is the part where if you were deaf, you would have a terrible time. Or if you didn't have a sound card, because this came out in '95 when there was no such thing as a sound card standard with a computer. I know, it's weird. It's also the end of the episode. So, in the next episode, we will be on our way to the Selenitic Age. Till the next, live well.